Chosen one, brace yourself. A powerful person is about to make you an insane offer. My child, listen carefully, because what is about to unfold in your life is not small, ordinary, or accidental. A powerful person is being moved into position by my hand right now, and the offer they are about to place before you will shake the pain, struggle, and disappointment that have surrounded you for so long. Do not scroll away from this moment, because the next season of your life is tied to what you are hearing today, and if you ignore this, you may miss the confirmation you have been praying for during many silent nights of tears and exhaustion. I have watched you carry burdens without complaining, and now heaven is preparing to place honor where there was once rejection, favor where there was once delay, and opportunity where there was once lack. Type 1111 if you believe. You have been wondering why the pressure became so heavy lately. You have been trying to understand why certain people walked away, why doors suddenly closed, and why confusion surrounded your plans. My child, those closed doors were not punishment. I was separating you from places and people that could not go where I am taking you next. The powerful person who is approaching your life cannot arrive while your spirit is tied to old limitations, old fears, and old voices that constantly told you that you were not enough. Within days, you will begin to notice unusual shifts around you. Conversations will start differently. Opportunities will appear from places you did not expect. Someone with influence, authority, wealth, or connection is being stirred to notice something unique about you. They will see the value others ignored. They will recognize the strength you built in private while surviving storms nobody else understood. What they offer will not simply be about money, position, or status. It will become the beginning of restoration that I promised you long ago. If this word is touching your spirit, take a moment to like this video because someone else needs this encouragement before giving up tonight. I know there were moments when you believed your life would never change. I saw you crying quietly while pretending to stay strong for everyone else. I saw the disappointment you carried after trusting people who broke their promises. Yet, even during those painful seasons, my hand never left you. I was building endurance inside your spirit because the blessing approaching you requires wisdom, maturity, and discernment. This offer that is coming will look impossible at first. Your mind may even struggle to believe it is real because it will be greater than what you expected. The enemy wanted you trapped in survival mode forever, constantly exhausted, constantly doubting yourself, constantly questioning your worth. But I am breaking that cycle. I am removing the ceiling that kept you limited. I am calling you into a higher place where your gifts, voice, and purpose will finally be recognized. Do not speak negatively about yourself anymore. Stop agreeing with the lies spoken over your life by bitter people who never understood your assignment. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not unlucky. You are chosen, protected, and prepared for this hour. The reason you survived battles that should have destroyed you is because your future carries weight, influence, and impact that the enemy fears deeply. The person I am sending toward you has influence that can open doors quickly. They carry resources, connections, and authority that can accelerate things that once moved slowly. But hear me clearly, my child. This blessing is not arriving because you manipulated anyone or forced anything to happen. It is coming because I remembered every prayer you whispered when nobody else was listening. I remembered every sacrifice you made. I remembered every time you kept your heart pure while others chose selfishness. You have entered a season where obedience matters more than fear. There will be moments ahead where you must move quickly when I tell you to move. Delays will no longer serve you. Hesitation will no longer protect you. I need you to trust my direction, even when you cannot fully see the outcome. The same God who carried you through your hardest nights will not abandon you in your moment of elevation. Some people around you will not understand this sudden shift. They became comfortable seeing you struggle. They became used to watching you settle for less than what I promised you. When favor suddenly surrounds your life, some will become jealous, suspicious, or distant. Do not waste your energy trying to explain what I am doing. Your assignment is not to convince doubters. Your assignment is to remain humble, faithful, and grateful while I lift you higher. There were days when you almost gave up on your dreams completely. You told yourself that maybe life would always remain difficult, yet I kept placing quiet hope inside your heart. Even when your environment looked empty, I refused to let your spirit die. That hidden strength inside you came from me. That determination to keep going came from me. I was preserving you for this moment because the offer approaching your life will require courage to receive. You are stepping into conversations that carry destiny. One meeting can shift your entire future. One connection can unlock years of waiting. One opportunity can break generational struggle that has followed your family for decades. Do not underestimate what I am preparing. I do not move carelessly. When heaven decides to bless someone, every detail is arranged with purpose. The enemy tried to distract you with discouragement before this breakthrough arrived. That sudden heaviness you felt recently was not random. Darkness recognized that your season was changing. But no attack formed against you can stop what I have already spoken over your life. Fear cannot cancel it. Delays cannot destroy it. Betrayal cannot block it. What I have prepared for you is stronger than every obstacle standing in front of you. You are not being elevated just for yourself. I am positioning you so you can become a source of help, healing, and encouragement to others. The pain you survived will become wisdom that strengthens people around you. The tears you cried will not be wasted. I will use every broken piece of your past to create testimony, compassion, and purpose inside your future. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. Keep your heart clean in this season. Do not become arrogant when blessings increase. Remain prayerful, remain grounded. Remain thankful for small things even while larger miracles begin to appear. The powerful person who is approaching you is only part of the bigger plan I have for your life. Greater doors are still ahead. Greater healing is still ahead. Greater peace is still ahead. Tonight, while others sleep, I am already arranging events in your favor. Calls are being prepared. Meetings are being aligned. Decisions are being influenced by my hand. You may not see it yet with your natural eyes, but movement has already started in the spiritual realm. The waiting season is breaking apart piece by piece, and soon you will realize why I told you to brace yourself. The powerful person approaching you has already begun hearing your name in places you know nothing about. Conversations are happening behind closed doors that are directly connected to your future. Your honesty, your resilience, your wisdom, and even your silent endurance are being noticed by people with influence. I allowed your character to be tested before your elevation because blessings without wisdom can destroy a person. But you remained standing when many others would have collapsed, and now heaven is responding to your faithfulness. Type 1010 if you trust God. There were nights when you felt invisible. You looked around and wondered why others received opportunities while you kept facing delay after delay. Yet every delay carried hidden protection. I stopped certain people from gaining access to your life because their intentions were not pure. I blocked some opportunities because they would have distracted you from your real assignment. What seemed like rejection was actually redirection, and now you are about to understand why I made you wait. The offer coming toward you will carry more than financial increase. It will carry restoration to your confidence. It will restore hope that was damaged by disappointment and betrayal. Some of you listening to this have been mocked for dreaming too big. People laughed at your faith and questioned your vision because they could not see what I placed inside you. But I never created you to remain trapped in small thinking or limited living. I am removing the fear that has been sitting in your heart for years. Fear told you that you were unqualified. Fear told you that nobody important would ever notice your value. Fear tried to convince you that your past mistakes permanently disqualified you from greatness. But my mercy is greater than your failures, and my purpose for your life is stronger than your history. I am not consulting your past while preparing your future. The person who is about to make this life-changing offer will see something different in you. They will recognize authenticity in a world filled with deception. They will recognize wisdom formed through pain. They will recognize strength that was built through survival. Others looked at your struggles and assumed you were weak, but I saw a warrior developing through every difficult season. You must guard your spirit carefully right now, because not everyone around you can handle where I am taking you. Some people only supported you while you remained beneath them. They enjoyed watching you struggle because it made them feel secure. But when your life suddenly begins shifting upward, their hidden jealousy will reveal itself. Do not become bitter when this happens. Simply keep moving forward with peace and discernment. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. My child, you are not entering this new season by accident. Long before today, I already knew this moment would come. I saw the tears you cried years ago. I heard the prayers you whispered quietly while trying not to wake others around you. I saw you encouraging everyone else while secretly carrying your own exhaustion. Heaven has not ignored your sacrifices. Nothing you survived was meaningless. There are people who assumed your story had already ended. They thought the disappointments you faced would permanently silence your purpose. They expected your spirit to break after all the battles you endured, but they underestimated the power of my hand resting on your life. What they called weakness was actually preparation. What they called failure was training for the assignment ahead. The insane offer coming toward you may arrive unexpectedly. It may happen through a phone call, a meeting, an introduction, or even a sudden recommendation from someone you barely know. Do not ignore unusual opportunities during this season. I can use one conversation to change everything around you. Stay spiritually alert, because divine timing often arrives quietly before it becomes visible publicly. Some of you have been praying specifically for financial relief. You have been carrying burdens that nobody around you fully understands. Bills, responsibilities, pressure, and uncertainty have weighed heavily on your shoulders. Hear me clearly today. I am not blind to your struggle. I know exactly what has been keeping you awake at night. The offer approaching your life is connected to the answer you have been crying out for. But I also need you to understand something important. Wealth without peace is not a blessing. Influence without humility becomes dangerous. Opportunity without wisdom can destroy a person quickly. That is why I spent so much time shaping your heart before releasing greater favor into your hands. I care more about your soul than your status, and I refuse to bless you in a way that pulls you away from me. The enemy tried to exhaust you before this breakthrough arrived. Suddenly you felt mentally drained, emotionally tired, and spiritually discouraged. That attack was not random. Darkness could sense that your season was about to shift. The enemy hoped frustration would make you quit before the blessing appeared. But I kept strengthening you, even during the moments when you thought you had nothing left. You are entering a season where your gifts will create room for you. The abilities I placed inside you are about to become visible to people who can help elevate your purpose. Stop doubting what I created within you. Stop shrinking yourself to make insecure people comfortable. You were never meant to live hidden forever. The time has come for your light to be seen clearly. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. There will also be restoration in relationships during this season. Some of you have felt lonely for a long time. You have carried silent pain from abandonment, betrayal, and rejection. I am healing those wounds slowly but deeply. The powerful connections entering your life now will not come to use or manipulate you. I am bringing people who will value your presence, respect your heart, and appreciate your loyalty. Do not rush ahead of me, even when opportunities begin appearing quickly. Remain prayerful before making decisions. Not every open door is from heaven, but the doors I open will bring peace along with opportunity. The blessing I prepare does not require you to compromise your integrity or abandon your faith. I will never lead you into confusion. My direction brings clarity, even when the path feels unfamiliar. The next chapter of your life will surprise many people. Those who ignored you will suddenly remember your name. Those who doubted you will begin watching your progress quietly. Some will try to reconnect only after favor becomes visible around your life. Use wisdom. Forgive people, but do not allow everyone full access to your heart again. Protect the peace I am building inside you. You have spent enough years underestimating yourself. The time has come for you to see yourself the way heaven sees you. You are valuable, you are capable, you are chosen for more than survival. The powerful person connected to your breakthrough is only one part of the larger destiny unfolding around your life. Bigger miracles are still ahead. Even now, while you are hearing these words, movement is taking place in areas you cannot yet see. I am aligning details, shifting conversations, and opening doors that no human power can shut. The blessing coming toward you carries my fingerprints on it. No enemy can steal what I have already declared over your future. You have spent years surviving difficult seasons, but survival is no longer the only thing I have planned for you. I am bringing you into a season where you will finally begin to breathe without constant fear hanging over your mind. The powerful person connected to your breakthrough has influence beyond what you currently understand. They are not entering your life by coincidence. I have been arranging timing, circumstances, and connections long before this moment arrived. Even while you were crying over delays and disappointments, heaven was still moving pieces into place. You thought nothing was happening because you could not see movement, but unseen preparation has been taking place every single day. There were moments when you almost stopped believing completely. You became tired of hoping for change because disappointment kept appearing again and again. Every time you tried to move forward, another obstacle seemed to rise against you. But what you did not know was that your persistence was being watched carefully by heaven. I needed to know that you would remain faithful even when the answers did not arrive quickly. Type 222 to receive blessings. The next chapter of your life will not look like the last one. You are stepping out of a cycle of limitation that has followed you for far too long. Some struggles were inherited from generations before you. Some fears were planted inside your mind by painful experiences. Some wounds came from betrayal by people you trusted deeply. But I am breaking chains that tried to hold your destiny hostage. The offer coming toward you will create possibilities that once felt unreachable. Some of you will receive unexpected career opportunities. Some will encounter financial doors that completely shift their future. Others will receive invitations, partnerships, or support from influential individuals who suddenly recognize the value resting on your life. This is not luck. This is divine favor, moving at the appointed time. Do not allow insecurity to talk you out of the blessing when it arrives. Many chosen people struggle to receive abundance because years of rejection damaged their confidence. You became so familiar with disappointment that success now feels uncomfortable to imagine. But I am healing the mindset that told you to expect less from life. I created you to walk in purpose, not permanent struggle. There are also people secretly watching your journey right now. Some admire your strength quietly, while others study your resilience from a distance. You may feel unnoticed, but your consistency has already spoken louder than you realize. The powerful person approaching you will not only see your talent, they will recognize your endurance, your loyalty, and your ability to survive pressure without losing your faith completely. Type 555 to affirm. I know the battles that almost broke you emotionally. I saw the silent disappointment you carried after helping others who never appreciated your sacrifices. I saw how exhausted you became after giving love, time, and support to people who eventually walked away. Yet even in those painful moments, you still kept a small flame of faith alive inside your spirit. That quiet faith is one of the reasons heaven is about to reward your endurance openly. Do not be afraid when your life starts changing quickly. Some blessings arrive suddenly after long seasons of waiting. One conversation can open multiple doors at once. One decision can completely redirect your future. One connection can shift years of struggle into years of restoration. The enemy tried to convince you that your story would remain painful forever, but my plans for your life are greater than the fears haunting your mind. I also need you to guard your mouth carefully during this season. Stop speaking defeat over yourself. Stop repeating words that agree with hopelessness and failure. Your words carry power, and many times you have unknowingly strengthened fear through negative thinking. Speak life over your future now. Speak hope over your circumstances. Even when things look uncertain, continue believing that I am working behind the scenes. The powerful person who is about to extend this offer may not look the way you imagined. Sometimes I send blessings through unexpected people and unusual situations. Do not become so focused on appearances that you miss divine connections standing directly in front of you. Spiritual discernment matters deeply right now. Stay close to me so you can recognize what is truly sent from heaven. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You have cried enough tears over closed doors. You have spent enough nights wondering if your prayers were being ignored. I am telling you clearly today that your waiting season has not been empty. While you were learning patience, I was arranging favor. While you were learning endurance, I was preparing opportunities. While you were surviving heartbreak, I was protecting your future from the wrong hands. Many people only see the current version of you. They do not know the battles you fought privately just to remain standing. They did not see the nights when anxiety tried to overwhelm your mind. They did not see the moments when loneliness wrapped itself around your heart. But I saw every hidden battle, and I stayed beside you through all of it. That is why the breakthrough coming toward you carries emotional healing along with practical blessing. The enemy wanted bitterness to grow inside your spirit after everything you experienced. Darkness hoped your disappointments would harden your heart and destroy your trust completely. But despite your pain, you still kept searching for hope. You still kept reaching toward faith, even during confusion. That decision to keep believing opened the door for restoration to enter your future. Some relationships around you will begin changing naturally as your elevation begins. Not everyone can follow you into the next season I am preparing. Some people were assigned only to a temporary chapter of your journey. Do not feel guilty when certain connections fade away. Separation is sometimes necessary before greater alignment can take place. You are entering a season where clarity will replace confusion. Decisions that once felt impossible will suddenly become easier to understand. The direction I have for your life will begin unfolding more clearly day by day. I am not the author of chaos. When I guide you, peace will begin rising inside your spirit, even before the full blessing becomes visible. There are moments ahead that will leave you speechless. You will look back at your old struggles and realize that I never abandoned you for 1 second. What felt like delay was actually protection. What felt like punishment was actually preparation. What felt like isolation was often my way of removing distractions before your elevation arrived. My child, the offer approaching you is bigger than temporary excitement. It is connected to purpose, destiny, and restoration. I am positioning you for impact beyond your current understanding. The doors opening ahead will not only bless you personally, they will also create opportunities for you to help others, inspire others, and become living proof that I still perform miracles in impossible situations. Do not shrink yourself anymore. Stop apologizing for the gifts, wisdom, and calling I placed inside you. You were not created to remain hidden beneath fear forever. The powerful person connected to your next season is being guided toward you even now. Timing is aligning, favor is moving. Heaven is opening paths where obstacles once stood. The powerful person I am sending into your path is connected to doors you could never force open by yourself. This is why the enemy fought your confidence so aggressively. Darkness understood that if you ever fully recognized your worth, you would stop settling for less than what heaven planned for your life. The attacks against your mind were never random. Fear, insecurity, and discouragement were sent to weaken your expectation before your blessing arrived. Yet look at you now. You are still standing after every painful chapter that tried to destroy your hope completely. You survived betrayal that should have broken your spirit. You survived financial pressure that left you crying in silence. You survived loneliness that made you feel forgotten by the world around you. But through every storm, I continued breathing strength into your weary soul. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You must understand something important about the season ahead. The blessing approaching your life is not only about external success. I am also healing the internal wounds you carried for years. Some of you still struggle secretly with feelings of unworthiness because of past rejection. You learned to expect disappointment because too many people failed you repeatedly. But I am rebuilding your confidence one layer at a time, so you can receive what is coming without fear controlling you. The offer that is coming may feel overwhelming at first, because it will stretch your imagination beyond familiar limits. I am calling you beyond survival mode now. I am teaching you how to think bigger, believe bigger, and expect greater things from your future. You spent too much time shrinking your dreams in order to protect yourself from disappointment. But faith cannot grow where fear controls every thought. The powerful person connected to your breakthrough will notice qualities inside you that others overlooked completely. They will recognize leadership where others saw weakness. They will recognize wisdom where others saw silence. They will recognize value where others saw ordinary circumstances. I allowed you to remain hidden for a season because public elevation without private preparation can destroy a person quickly. There are blessings ahead that will restore your faith in life again. Some of you have been carrying heartbreak for so long that joy feels unfamiliar. You became accustomed to disappointment arriving faster than good news. But heaven is shifting the atmosphere around your life now. Favor is beginning to replace frustration. Peace is beginning to replace confusion. Hope is beginning to rise again inside your spirit. Type Amen to affirm. Do not let bitterness follow you into your next season. I know people hurt you deeply. I know some individuals betrayed your trust after you loved them sincerely. But if you carry resentment into your future, it will poison the peace I am trying to place inside your heart. Forgiveness does not mean pretending the pain never happened. It means refusing to let old wounds control the direction of your life anymore. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. The enemy wanted you trapped in emotional exhaustion permanently. Darkness hoped constant disappointment would eventually convince you to stop expecting anything good from your future. That is why attacks came repeatedly during moments when you were already weak and discouraged. But even when you felt emotionally drained, I refused to let your purpose die. I kept whispering hope into your spirit, even during your darkest nights. You are entering a season where your efforts will finally produce visible fruit. For years you planted seeds through hard work, sacrifice, kindness, and faithfulness, while seeing very little return. Many times you wondered whether your labor even mattered. But heaven keeps perfect records, my child. Nothing you did with sincerity was ever wasted. The harvest connected to your obedience is finally beginning to grow. Some people around you will become shocked by how quickly things begin changing. They became so used to your struggle that they cannot imagine you walking in favor. But I am not asking permission from doubters before blessing your life. I am not limited by human opinions or negative expectations. When I decide it is time to elevate someone, no enemy can permanently block the path I create. The powerful person approaching you may also become a source of confirmation. Through their words, actions, or opportunities, you will begin understanding things I have been trying to reveal to your spirit for a long time. Some of you will finally recognize that your gifts were never insignificant. Others will realize that your painful experiences were preparing you to help people who are facing similar battles. You have underestimated yourself for too long. You became so focused on your flaws that you forgot the strength I placed inside you. Every battle you survived added wisdom to your life. Every disappointment taught you discernment. Every painful delay developed endurance inside your spirit. You are stronger now than you realize, and the next season will require that strength. I also need you to stay humble when the blessing arrives. Remain grateful during success, just as you prayed during struggle. Remember the nights when you depended completely on my strength to keep going. Remember the tears that taught you compassion for others who are hurting. The elevation coming toward you is not permission to become prideful. It is an opportunity to become even more aligned with purpose. There are certain prayers you stopped praying because disappointment convinced you they would never happen. Yet I never forgot those prayers. Some answers were delayed because timing matters deeply. If certain doors had opened earlier, they would have brought destruction instead of blessing. But now your spirit carries maturity that was missing before. Now your discernment is sharper. Now your heart is stronger. The enemy fears what you are becoming. That is why confusion attacked your thoughts so heavily during recent weeks. Darkness recognized that your confidence was beginning to rise again. But no attack formed against your destiny can stop what heaven already approved. Fear cannot cancel your calling. Jealousy cannot destroy your purpose. Delay cannot erase the promises I placed over your life. You are also being prepared for greater influence. The blessing ahead is not only about personal comfort. I am positioning you to encourage people who are losing hope. Your testimony will remind others that painful seasons do not last forever. The compassion inside your heart was formed through survival, and I will use your story to bring healing into the lives of many others. My child, trust me when I say this next season will feel different. The heaviness hanging over your mind will begin lifting slowly. Doors that remained closed for years will suddenly begin opening. People with influence will begin treating you differently because favor changes how others perceive you. The same person who once overlooked you may soon recognize the greatness resting on your life. Do not become afraid when blessings arrive faster than expected. Some miracles happen gradually, but others arrive suddenly after long periods of waiting. I am the God who can shift circumstances overnight. I can create opportunities where none existed before. I can place your name into conversations you never imagined possible. Nothing about your future is limited by your current circumstances. So continue moving forward with faith. Continue trusting me even before you see the full breakthrough. The powerful person connected to your next chapter is being guided toward you step by step. Every delay is ending at the proper time. Every hidden tear is being answered. Every painful season is leading toward restoration. The powerful person connected to your breakthrough is not simply bringing an opportunity. They are carrying a key connected to your next chapter. Through this connection, doors will begin opening that once seemed impossible to reach. Things that used to take years may suddenly begin moving quickly. The delays that frustrated you for so long are about to make sense because timing is finally aligning with purpose. There were moments when you secretly believed you had missed your chance in life. You watched others move forward while your own journey felt painfully slow. Comparison began stealing your peace because you could not understand why your progress looked different. But your story was never meant to unfold at the same pace as everyone else around you. I was writing a different kind of testimony through your life. Type 888 if you believe God is working. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. Chosen ones, you are the strongest of them all. The prophecy is real. My child, listen carefully, because what you are about to hear will pull the veil away from every painful season you survived. And if you leave before hearing this fully, you may miss the very breakthrough I prepared for you before your tears ever touched the ground. You have spent years wondering why your battles were heavier, why your nights were longer, and why your heart carried burdens that others could never understand. But I am telling you now that the prophecy spoken over your life is not imagination, and the strength inside you was placed there by my own hand. I did not allow you to survive every betrayal, every delay, and every silent cry for no reason. You are still standing because I marked you before the beginning of your suffering, and what is about to happen next will reveal why the enemy fought so hard to weaken your spirit. Stay close to these words because your season is changing, and heaven is preparing to expose the greatness hidden inside you. Type 1111 if you believe. You have called yourself tired, but I call you chosen. You believed you were forgotten, but I have watched every silent moment when nobody understood the pain hidden behind your smile. The prophecy is real because I spoke destiny over your life before anyone ever spoke doubt over you. I allowed your storms to shape your endurance because ordinary people cannot carry the assignment I placed upon your shoulders. What crushed others could not destroy you because my hand remained over your life even during your darkest moments. Many around you never understood why you kept getting back up after disappointment knocked you down again and again. They thought your strength came from stubbornness, but your strength came from me. Every battle trained your spirit to endure what weaker hearts could never survive. The attacks against your peace were proof that darkness recognized the future waiting ahead of you. You were never weak for feeling pain, because even the strongest souls still cry when the weight becomes heavy. If this word touches your spirit deeply, take a moment to like this video so more chosen hearts can receive hope before their faith fades away. My child, there were moments when you almost gave up completely. You sat alone carrying questions nobody answered, and you wondered why your prayers seemed delayed while others moved forward easily. But what you did not understand was that I was building spiritual endurance inside you while the world measured success through temporary things. Your delays were not punishment. Your waiting season was preparation for a greater assignment that required wisdom, patience, and strength. Some people were removed from your life because they could not go where I am taking you. You cried over certain endings because you thought you lost something valuable, but many of those departures were acts of divine protection. I saw conversations behind your back that you never heard. I saw hidden jealousy covered with fake smiles. I saw the danger approaching long before you recognized it, and I closed doors to protect your future even when it broke your heart temporarily. The prophecy over your life is real because your survival itself became evidence. There were nights the enemy expected you to collapse emotionally, financially, and spiritually, yet somehow you rose again. That strength did not come from luck. I carried you when your knees became weak. I guarded your mind when fear tried to consume your thoughts. I kept breathing life into your spirit while darkness whispered lies around you. Type Amen to affirm. You keep asking why your path feels harder than others, and I need you to understand this truth clearly. Those chosen for greater purpose must survive greater resistance. The pressure you felt was not proof of abandonment. The pressure revealed the size of the calling attached to your life. Gold passes through fire before it shines brightly, and your spirit has been refined through trials that most people would never survive. Do not compare your journey to those who never carried your assignment. Some people are blessed to live comfortable lives, but you were created to transform lives around you. Your testimony will become healing for broken people who almost lost hope completely. One day, others will listen to your story and realize that survival itself can become proof of divine power. The pain you carried will not be wasted, because I will turn your scars into wisdom that strengthens others. I know you became exhausted from fighting silent battles while pretending to stay strong for everyone else. I know there were mornings you woke up already tired before the day even began. I know there were moments when loneliness wrapped around your heart like chains, but I never left your side, even when you believed heaven had become silent. My presence surrounded you during every sleepless night and every hidden tear. The enemy wanted you isolated because isolation weakens faith when pain remains unspoken too long. Darkness hoped discouragement would make you walk away from your destiny before your breakthrough arrived. But you are still here reading these words, because the prophecy over your life cannot be destroyed by temporary suffering. What I have declared over you will still come to pass despite every obstacle placed in your path. You are entering a season where hidden truths will begin revealing themselves clearly. The confusion that clouded your thoughts will start breaking apart. The manipulations surrounding certain relationships will become visible. The people who secretly prayed for your downfall will no longer have power over your emotions. I am opening your spiritual eyes so you can stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for your future. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. My child, you spent too much time doubting your worth because of how others treated you. But rejection from people never changed your value. In my eyes, humans judged you through their own insecurity, while I looked at the greatness hidden beneath your pain. You carried compassion, while others carried pride. You remained kind, while others became cruel. Even wounded, your heart still searched for goodness, and that is one reason heaven trusts you with greater blessings ahead. There is a reason you always felt different from those around you. You noticed things others ignored. You felt emotional weight more deeply than most people. You sensed dishonesty quickly, even when nobody else recognized it. These were not flaws. Your spirit was created with sensitivity because your calling requires discernment. I prepared you to recognize truth in a world full of deception. Soon, you will understand why certain opportunities disappeared before you could reach them. I was protecting you from distractions that would have delayed your purpose. Some paths looked beautiful from a distance, but contained hidden destruction. I closed those doors because your future carries importance far beyond temporary comfort. What I prepared for you cannot be replaced by counterfeit blessings that only appear attractive for a short season. The prophecy is real because I never stopped speaking life over you, even while fear filled your thoughts. You may not feel powerful every day, but strength is not the absence of struggle. Real strength is continuing forward while carrying pain nobody else understands. Real strength is keeping faith alive while surrounded by disappointment. Real strength is surviving seasons that should have destroyed your peace completely. There were times when you looked at your life and saw only delay. You watched doors close while others celebrated victories around you, and you wondered if heaven had forgotten your name completely. But I need you to understand that delay is not denial when I am preparing something greater than what you imagined for yourself. I was not ignoring your prayers. I was aligning circumstances, protecting your future, and removing hidden dangers that would have wounded your destiny later. Even now, things are shifting behind the scenes in ways your eyes cannot fully see yet. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. The enemy tried to convince you that your suffering meant weakness, but the truth is the opposite. Your ability to survive heartbreak without losing compassion revealed strength greater than many people possess. Some become cold after betrayal, but you still carry kindness. Some become hateful after disappointment, but you still search for hope. That is why darkness fears you more than you realize, because a wounded soul that still believes in goodness carries dangerous spiritual power. You have spent too much time questioning whether you were enough. You measured yourself through rejection, mistakes, and failures, while ignoring the fact that you survived moments designed to destroy your confidence completely. I never measured you through temporary weakness. I looked at your willingness to keep moving forward after every painful chapter tried to stop you. That perseverance became evidence of the calling resting over your life. Many people admired your strength without understanding the cost behind it. They saw you smiling in public, but never witnessed the tears you cried in private. They assumed your endurance came naturally, while ignoring the sleepless nights you spent fighting fear, loneliness, and emotional exhaustion. Yet even during those hidden battles, I was shaping resilience inside your spirit. Every painful season became spiritual training, preparing you for the assignment ahead. My child, some of the attacks against your mind came because the enemy recognized your future before you did. Darkness studies potential closely because purpose threatens everything evil tries to build. That is why confusion surrounded your thoughts so often. The enemy hoped self-doubt would keep you distracted long enough to miss the doors I prepared for you. But no attack against your spirit can cancel what I already declared over your life. There are blessings approaching you that will make past struggles finally make sense. The nights you cried in silence were not wasted. The rejection you survived was not meaningless. The loneliness you carried was not permanent punishment. I was building a foundation strong enough to carry the future waiting ahead of you. Weak foundations collapse under heavy blessings, so I allowed your endurance to grow first before releasing certain opportunities into your hands. You keep thinking you must become someone else before you deserve peace, but I need you to hear this clearly. I never asked you to become perfect before receiving my love. I stood beside you during your weakest moments and loved you even when you felt broken inside. The prophecy is real because it was built through grace, not human perfection. Your flaws never shocked me because I already knew every battle you would face before your life began. Type 222 to receive blessings. The world taught you to hide your emotions, But I created your sensitive heart for a reason. You feel deeply because your purpose involves healing others who secretly carry pain similar to yours. One day, your words will strengthen people standing at the edge of giving up completely. Your testimony will remind wounded souls that survival is possible even after devastating seasons. What you endured will become light, guiding others out of darkness. Do not ignore the spiritual changes happening inside you right now. The discomfort you feel is not random. Your old mindset is breaking apart because your spirit can no longer remain trapped inside fear and limitation. I am teaching you to stop seeing yourself through the eyes of people who never recognized your value. You were never created to spend your life begging for acceptance from hearts unwilling to appreciate your presence. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. There are relationships around you that drain your peace because they were built on imbalance. You gave loyalty while receiving inconsistency. You gave patience while receiving disrespect. You gave love while receiving emotional confusion. I am exposing these unhealthy connections because your future requires healthier environments where your spirit can grow without constant emotional warfare. My child, I know betrayal changed the way you trust people. There were moments when someone you cared about deeply became the source of your pain, and the disappointment cut deeper because you never expected harm from them. But do not allow betrayal to harden your heart permanently. Not everyone entering your future carries harmful intentions. I am preparing genuine connections that will bring peace instead of confusion. The prophecy over your life includes restoration. Not restoration of the exact things you lost, but restoration of your spirit, your confidence, your hope, and your peace. Some blessings ahead will arrive unexpectedly after seasons when you stopped expecting anything good to happen. I work in ways human understanding cannot fully predict. One moment can change the direction of an entire life when my timing finally arrives. You have underestimated the strength inside you because pain distracted you from recognizing your growth. Compare who you are today with the person you were years ago. You survived things that once would have completely shattered your spirit. You learned how to keep moving even while carrying emotional weight. You developed wisdom through hardship, and now your discernment protects you from traps that once confused you easily. Do not fear the next chapter unfolding before you. Fear comes when people believe they must face life alone, but you are not abandoned. My presence walks beside you through every uncertain moment ahead. Even when your path feels unclear, I am guiding steps you cannot yet fully understand. Trust becomes easier when you remember how many times I already carried you through impossible situations before. There are hidden gifts inside you, waiting to awaken fully. Your compassion, your intuition, your ability to encourage others, and your endurance through suffering are all connected to your calling. Stop dismissing your qualities as ordinary, because heaven placed them inside you intentionally. The strongest people are often those who survived quiet battles without recognition while still choosing kindness afterward. My child, the enemy tried to bury your confidence under shame from past mistakes, but your past does not hold more power than my mercy. I am not defining your future through your worst moments. I am defining your future through the purpose I created you to fulfill. Shame keeps people trapped in yesterday, while grace gives them courage to keep moving forward toward tomorrow. Soon, you will notice changes happening around you that confirm these words. Certain doors will open naturally, while others close permanently. Confusion will begin clearing from your mind. Opportunities connected to your purpose will start appearing unexpectedly. The prophecy is becoming reality step by step, even if the process still feels slow right now. You are stronger than those who misunderstood you, because strength is not loud, arrogance, or emotional coldness. Real strength is surviving pain without losing your humanity. Real strength is continuing to believe in hope after disappointment tried to convince you otherwise. Real strength is staying faithful through seasons where nothing made sense. That is the kind of strength living inside you now. Even when your heart became tired and your mind became overwhelmed, you still found a way to rise again. That quiet determination was never ordinary human endurance alone. I placed a supernatural resilience inside you because the prophecy connected to your life required uncommon strength. There were seasons when you felt invisible to everyone around you. People overlooked your sacrifices, ignored your loyalty, and failed to recognize the emotional battles hidden behind your silence. Some only noticed you when they needed comfort or support, yet they disappeared when your own soul became heavy. But I watched every moment closely. I saw the love you gave others, even while your own heart needed healing, and heaven recorded every act of kindness you offered, despite your personal struggles. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. You keep asking why your path became filled with obstacles, while others seem to move forward easily. The truth is that chosen people often walk through difficult roads because their destiny carries greater spiritual weight. Your life was never designed to remain small or ordinary. The enemy attacked your confidence so intensely because your future contains influence, healing, and purpose capable of changing lives around you. Darkness always tries hardest to stop those carrying divine assignments. My child, there were moments when you almost accepted defeat. You smiled outwardly, while silently believing nothing good would ever happen for you again. You became exhausted from pretending to stay strong, while secretly carrying emotional wounds that never seemed to fully heal. But even during those painful nights, I remained beside you. I never abandoned you when fear surrounded your thoughts, and I never stopped working behind the scenes on your behalf. The prophecy is real because your spirit continued surviving situations that should have destroyed your hope completely. Some people collapse emotionally after one painful betrayal, but you endured repeated disappointments and still kept faith alive inside your heart. That strength did not come from human ability alone. My hand remained over your life, protecting your mind from breaking apart even during your weakest moments. I know you sometimes feel frustrated watching others receive blessings while your own prayers seem delayed. You wonder why doors open quickly for some while your own opportunities arrive slowly. But delay does not mean rejection. I was building maturity, wisdom, and spiritual endurance inside you, so your future blessings would not destroy you emotionally. Some gifts require preparation because not every heart is ready to carry the weight of answered prayers. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. There are people who misunderstood your quiet nature and assumed your gentleness meant weakness. They failed to recognize that calm spirits often carry the deepest strength. You learned how to survive storms without becoming cruel. You learned how to carry pain without spreading bitterness into the lives of others. That ability to remain compassionate despite suffering became proof of the transformation taking place inside your soul. The enemy wanted you trapped in cycles of insecurity, because insecurity keeps chosen people distracted from their true purpose. When you constantly question your value, you hesitate to walk boldly into the opportunities prepared for you. That is why negative voices surrounded your life for so long. Darkness hoped repeated criticism and rejection would eventually convince you to shrink yourself permanently. But I am now teaching you to see yourself through my eyes, instead of through the opinions of wounded people. Type 555 to affirm. My child, stop apologizing for the strength you developed through survival. You became stronger because life forced you to grow through painful experiences. Every difficult season stretched your spirit beyond comfort until resilience became part of your identity. What once would have destroyed you emotionally now only deepens your wisdom. The storms you feared became the same storms that revealed how much strength already lived inside you. You are entering a season where hidden gifts within you will begin awakening more clearly. For years you doubted your abilities because comparison made you feel small beside others. But your calling was never meant to look exactly like someone else's journey. I created your path uniquely because your purpose requires qualities specific to your spirit. The sensitivity, compassion, discernment, and endurance inside you were all placed there intentionally. There were moments when loneliness became so heavy that you questioned whether anyone truly understood you. Even surrounded by people, you sometimes felt emotionally isolated because nobody seemed to fully grasp the depth of your inner battles. But I allowed certain lonely seasons to strengthen your connection with me. Isolation taught you how to hear my voice more clearly, without constant distractions pulling your attention away from spiritual growth. Some heartbreaks happened because I was separating you from environments that no longer aligned with your destiny. You begged for certain relationships to remain in your life, while I quietly protected your future by removing them. Not every goodbye was punishment. Some endings became necessary because your next chapter requires healthier connections, filled with honesty, peace, and genuine support. My child, I know you still carry scars from words spoken against you years ago. People criticized your dreams, doubted your potential, and sometimes made you feel unwanted or unimportant. Those experiences wounded your confidence deeply. Yet despite everything spoken against you, the prophecy over your life remained untouched. Human opinions never possessed the authority to cancel what heaven already declared over your future. The reason you feel spiritual pressure increasing lately is because your breakthrough season is drawing closer. Whenever purpose begins approaching fulfillment, resistance often intensifies temporarily. The enemy becomes desperate when chosen people stand near transformation because darkness recognizes what is about to unfold before many humans do. Do not let increased battles convince you to surrender now. Greater peace waits on the other side of this difficult season. You have underestimated the impact your life will have on others someday. The compassion born from your pain will become healing for broken people who believe nobody understands their suffering. Your testimony will carry power because it came through real survival, not empty words. Others will listen to your story and realize that even after devastating seasons, restoration remains possible through faith and perseverance. My child, you were never created to remain trapped inside fear forever. Fear kept you silent when you should have spoken confidently. Fear convinced you to settle for less than you deserved emotionally and spiritually. Fear made you question whether your dreams were too impossible to pursue. But I am breaking those chains gradually because your future requires courage greater than the fear holding you back. There is a reason your spirit feels different now compared to previous years. You are no longer willing to tolerate environments that constantly drain your peace. You are beginning to recognize manipulation faster. You are learning how to protect your emotional energy instead of giving endless pieces of yourself to people who never valued your heart properly. This growth is not selfishness, it is wisdom developing through experience. The prophecy is real because your life carries evidence of divine preservation already. Think about all the moments you should have collapsed completely, but somehow survived anyway. Think about every time unexpected help appeared exactly when you needed it most. Think about the strength that continued rising inside you after every painful chapter tried to bury your hope permanently. Those were not coincidences. My presence was guiding you through every storm. Soon you will stop mourning certain closed doors, because new opportunities will reveal why those endings became necessary. I am preparing spaces where your spirit can thrive without constant confusion and emotional exhaustion. The next season of your life will not look exactly like the painful chapters behind you. Healing is coming slowly but surely, and your heart will eventually breathe freely again. My child, never forget that chosen people often feel different because they were never meant to blend comfortably into darkness. You carry light inside your spirit even during difficult seasons. That light threatens negativity, deception, and spiritual emptiness around you. Some people resisted your presence not because you lacked value, but because your spirit exposed truths they wanted hidden. There were seasons when you blamed yourself for everything that went wrong. You replayed painful memories repeatedly, wondering whether you could have loved harder, spoken softer, or sacrificed more to keep certain people in your life. But I need you to release that burden from your heart. Not every broken relationship happened because you failed. Some people were never meant to walk beside you forever because their presence could not grow with the destiny attached to your future. Type 1212 to claim miracles. The prophecy is real because your life has always carried signs of divine protection, even during painful seasons. Think about the moments when disaster almost reached you, but somehow passed by unexpectedly. Think about the nights you cried yourself to sleep yet still woke up with enough strength to continue. Think about every hidden blessing that arrived quietly during your darkest moments. Those were reminders that my hand never left your life, even when fear convinced you otherwise. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind. But this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. My child, your strength was developed through survival, not comfort. Comfortable seasons rarely create deep spiritual endurance. The storms you endured taught you how to keep faith alive when circumstances looked hopeless. The betrayals you survived taught you discernment. The loneliness you carried taught you how to depend on my presence instead of temporary human approval. Every painful chapter shaped wisdom inside you that will guide others someday. There were times when you felt emotionally exhausted because you carried everyone else's burdens while secretly struggling with your own pain. You became the strong one for others, even when your own heart needed comfort. People leaned on your kindness because your spirit carried warmth they could feel. But many failed to ask whether you were okay too. I saw every moment you gave love while silently needing healing yourself. The enemy wanted your compassion to become weakness through exhaustion. Darkness hoped constant disappointment would make your heart grow cold and bitter. But despite everything you experienced, love still lives inside you. You still care deeply. You still want peace instead of revenge. That alone proves the strength of the spirit living within you, because bitterness could not fully take over your soul. My child, stop questioning whether your struggles made you less worthy. Your value never decreased because of hardship. Diamonds form under pressure, and your spirit developed strength through battles many people never witnessed. Some only saw your broken moments and assumed weakness, but heaven saw endurance. Heaven saw courage rising every time you stood back up after life knocked you down again. Type Amen to affirm. You have entered a season where spiritual clarity is increasing. Things that once confused you emotionally are beginning to make sense now. You are recognizing patterns that previously went unnoticed. You are learning who genuinely supports your growth and who secretly benefits from your insecurity. This awakening may feel uncomfortable at first because truth often hurts before it heals, but clarity will protect your future from unnecessary pain. My child, there are dreams inside you that fear tried to bury completely. Somewhere along the journey, disappointment convinced you to stop expecting beautiful things for yourself. You became so focused on surviving each day that you forgot you were also created to thrive. But I am breathing hope back into the places inside you that almost died through exhaustion. The prophecy attached to your life still lives, even if your confidence became weak temporarily. Do not underestimate the importance of your survival. Many people never realize how close they came to giving up completely until years later, when healing begins. There were moments when darkness whispered that your future held nothing worth fighting for, yet something deep within your spirit refused to surrender entirely. That hidden determination was my strength carrying you through seasons where your own strength became insufficient. You keep asking why you always felt different from the people around you. The answer is simple. Chosen souls often feel separated because their spirits cannot fully settle into environments lacking truth, peace, and purpose. You sensed dishonesty quickly because discernment lived inside you. You noticed emotional emptiness beneath fake appearances because your spirit searched for something deeper. You were never strange for feeling different. Your soul recognized things others ignored. Some people misunderstood your silence and assumed you had nothing valuable to say. They overlooked your wisdom because you were not loud or attention-seeking, but true strength does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes the strongest spirits are the quiet ones, carrying deep understanding gained through suffering and reflection. Your experiences created insight that no classroom could ever teach. My child, your future cannot be destroyed by the pain of your past. I know certain memories still hurt deeply. I know betrayal changed parts of your heart permanently. I know rejection left scars that still affect your confidence sometimes. But healing does not mean pretending those wounds never happened. Healing means learning that your pain no longer controls your identity or your future direction. There are blessings approaching your life that will restore pieces of your spirit you thought were lost forever. Joy will return slowly. Peace will return gradually. Confidence will rise again inside your heart as you begin seeing yourself through my eyes instead of through old wounds. The next chapter unfolding before you carries opportunities for emotional healing alongside spiritual growth. My child, stop shrinking yourself to remain acceptable to people committed to misunderstanding you. You were never created to spend your life constantly proving your worth to those unwilling to appreciate your heart properly. The right people will not require you to betray your spirit just to receive love and respect. Healthy relationships bring peace, honesty, and mutual support instead of confusion and emotional instability. The prophecy is real because the enemy could not stop your growth despite years of attacks against your confidence. You continued evolving spiritually even while feeling emotionally tired. Wisdom continued developing inside you through every painful lesson. Strength continued growing quietly each time you survived another difficult season. Your transformation became unstoppable because my purpose over your life remained stronger than every obstacle standing against you. My child, your sensitivity is not a curse. Your deep emotions are not weaknesses to hide. I created your heart with compassion because your calling involves bringing healing into wounded spaces. The world often praises coldness and emotional distance, but heaven still honors tenderness rooted in truth and wisdom. Your ability to care deeply after everything you endured reveals incredible spiritual strength. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before